Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to change the shocks and spring for my 6th gen Celica. And let's get to it. First thing you do is you take off the wheels, jack up the car, and make sure you put the jack stand underneath for safety. So I'm going to get back to you once I get that out. Okay, now since we got the wheels off, jack stand underneath for safety, I'm going to show you guys how to loosen up all the nuts to take off the struts. Okay, so on the top strut mount there are these two 12mm bolts, nuts right here. You loosen it up, don't take it off, just loosen it up. And there's this 19mm nuts right here, you loosen that up as well. Don't take it off, just loosen it. So it'll be easier to take it off later once you got the whole struts out. And down below here, there's a few nuts that you have to take off as well. There is this one, this big one here. And there's one down here as well, that one right there, this one. And there's also this nuts right there. You take that off to take out the brake line away from the struts. And once you got all these nuts out down here and these nuts up here, the struts will fall right out. Okay, so from below the struts, there are like 4 nuts we have to take out. There's one right there, the 19mm. There's also one down here as well, and there's this small bolt right there. I believe it's a 14mm. You gotta take that out to take off the brake line away from the struts. And it is also a 12mm nut right there to take off as well. You will also need an Allen wrench to hold these bolts in place. While using a wrench to take out these nuts, use the Allen wrench to hold this in place to prevent this bolt here from moving while you're trying to take off the nuts. Okay, so from the top mount on the back rear struts, there's 3 nuts, 12mm 3 nuts you have to take off. There's 1, 2, 3, and there's a 19mm here that holds the top mount struts in place. You have to lose that out as well, so it'll be easier for you to take it off later on when you try to compress the spring. And there's this 2 screw right here. You will have to take that out to take off this plastic frame here, so you have more access to work with on this area right here. Okay, so moving on to the front strut. This is the lower part where I have to move these nuts right here. There's 1, 2, and 3. Let's get to it. And this is the top of these 3 nuts, plus this 19mm nuts. Okay, so I finally have both struts out. This is the front strut, this is the rear strut. And there are 2 ways you can approach by compressing the springs. You can either use this hands-on spring compressor. What you do is you slap it on like that, and you use a gear wrench or ratchet to turn it clockwise or counterclockwise to compress the spring. And you can get these spring compressors at AutoZone or O'Reilly's, so you can rent them for like about 30 to 40 bucks, or you can get these at Harbor Freight, about 40 bucks or 30 bucks. But I'm not going to use these today. I'm going to use this spring compressor. This is going to make my job so much easier. And let's get to it. Okay, so these are the new shocks or struts and spring I'm going to put on my 6th gen Celica today. These are the KYB shocks, and these are the Tanabe lower spring. And I hope that they're good. I checked the ratings, and the ratings are pretty good. So hopefully the quality and everything works like it should. Okay, so I finally finished installing the new struts and the new springs. It took me about like 10 to 15 minutes using this spring compressor right here. It's less time consuming, makes the job so much easier. And let's go ahead and install them. Install them, basically you just undo everything that you did earlier by taking off all those nuts. You put those nuts back on exactly the way that you took it off earlier, and then you should be able to install it the correct way. Yeah, finished front full struts assembly. Just make sure all the bolts and nuts is all tight. And this is the rear struts with the Tanabe lower spring. It should lower at least 2 inches in the front and 1.5 inches in the back. So I'm gonna put the wheels back on, and I'm gonna lower her down and see the results. Okay guys, this is the final result after all the struts and the Tanabe springs are installed. I expect it to be lower because Tanabe does stated that the front is lower 2.2 inches and the rear is lower 1.5 inches, but it's not as low as I expect it to be. It does look good, and I'm hoping that the ride quality is not as bad. Hopefully the ride quality is still there. And I hope you guys like this video. Please like and subscribe.
This is dedicated to all the fellas trying to find a girl on MySpace, but it never worked out. ASL girl, yo, what is your name? Thoughts of you at night make me go insane.